Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to do a video that I have been seeing all over YouTube for quite a while. There are so many viral products, and a lot of the time they are good products, and then a lot of the time they're not. And I've been influenced by other influencers that are sharing their favorites or hyping up a product. So I wanted to go over some products that I have been influenced to purchase and tell you what I think about them after having them, after using them. So I thought it would be a fun video. We have some faves, some fails. Of course, I will link everything that I share today down below in my description box. If you're new here, I hope you stick around and subscribe. And if you like these type of videos, give this video a thumbs up and I can do more of them. And let's go ahead and get into it. So I want to go ahead and start off with some clothing items. I do get sucked in quite a bit on TikTok, just seeing so many clothing items go viral. I also want to say thank you to Halara for sponsoring this portion of today's video. So I'm sure you've heard of them. I have seen them literally all over TikTok. I'm a comfort gal. I cannot do stuff that's not comfortable. I don't like things that restrict me. And I find that all of the clothes that I got from Halara are just breathable and stretchy, which I love, but they're also super flattering. So I do have a code for you guys, 20% off full priced items, and that is with BAB20. I will put that on the screen and down below, and then I will link everything that I share so that you can kind of go down and click each item. But honestly, browse the website because you will be in for a treat. There is a lot to choose from. So I want to start off with the pair of pants that I'm going to be wearing all summer long. I need honestly every color. These are the mid-rise casual pants. Okay, the names are long, so I may not say the full name for each product, but I have these in maple syrup and this is a size small. One thing that Cheryl told me when we were talking about Halara is to size down if you're kind of in between, especially because a lot of their products are extremely stretchy, which I appreciate. These are no exception. The fabric is very, very lightweight and it's also quite smoothing. It's not one that clings to, you know, your lumps and bumps. I love that this has an elastic waistband. It's just super flattering. And the pockets are immaculate. You can just throw your stuff in there and go. They're breezy. They're just gonna be perfect for the summer. So these are like one of my top favorites. Okay, next I have to talk about these leggings because I am a leggings girl through and through. I will wear leggings all year round. Cheryl raved about these and she was not wrong. These are the SoCinched tummy control leggings. So I got black medium in the full length. These are super high-waisted and they take care of any sort of like pooch or anything you have that you feel like you need sucked in. It's that kind of fabric that I don't feel like dog hair is going to cling to, which that is definitely a plus for me. Just super flattering. I love a really thick waistband. Again, that just really gives you that hourglass shape. Super, super flattering. And I do believe they have these in a shorter length as well. These next pants are perfect for those of you that maybe work in an office, but you still like leggings and you still want that comfort. These are the Softlyzero high-waisted work pants in the black. So they have a really thick waistband, thicker than even the leggings, and they have that pleating or seaming down the back that kind of makes it look like you're wearing like work pants, like a slim work pant, but they feel like leggings. They're incredibly comfortable and a little bit more structured. So again, you can dress these up for work. If you work like a corporate job, these would be perfect. I've also said here before that I struggle with wearing jeans. I have to have my jeans super comfortable or else I just really won't wear them. So when I saw these, I was truly intrigued. So these are the HalaraMagic high-waisted denim leggings. I got the medium. I was kind of in between. I didn't know if a small was gonna be too tight, but of course they stretch. So they basically look just like jeans. They do have no zipper on the front, but they have the button. And then they have a pocket on the front and pockets on the back. When I tell you that these feel like leggings but literally make you look like you're wearing jeans, it's kind of incredible and they are super flattering. Like they give you what you want them to give. Very thin, very lightweight. These will give you the look without that like uncomfortable feel. Okay, next I had to grab the probably most viral product from Halara to try. So this is the linen work pant. So I ended up getting the small in these because I did see so many videos on TikTok of people like stretching the waistband out. I almost should have gone with the medium though, just because even stretching this, you know, getting over my bum and hips can be a task. But this has that really light, flowy linen feel, but it's not stiff like I was saying before. So very, very lightweight. You have the pockets, the wide leg, just a perfect staple for summer if you want comfort, but you also, again, want to look put together. Okay, so along with the pants, I did get a couple jumpsuits. So this is their yoga jumpsuit. It has the kind of like biker shorts, but they're not too short. So I did get this in the dark jade gray, and I also got a medium in this. It just has that really nice like lightweight fabric that smooths over the booty, the legs, the whole thing. So this is just something that would be super comfortable and lightweight for those really hot days, especially if I'm like doing yard work or something of that nature, because you know, I'm not doing yoga. I also grabbed a full length jumpsuit that I feel like would be honestly just perfect for every day. So this is their Breezeful wide leg jumpsuit. And I did get a small in this because again, it does stretch. It does have that quick dry fabric. So the fabric on the wide leg can be a little noisy on this. It also does have pockets, which again, super convenient. This is just kind of like a staple to throw on and go. I did also pick out one dress, and this is the round neck bodycon dress. So this is a midi dress, which that's what I love. I love something that just really is like bodycon, but it's longer. So this has a cutout on the front. So it does show a little bit of your stomach. It has that really thin material. And I wanted to go with the hot pink just to have something fun for summer. I did get a medium in this dress, and this would be really a nice casual dress, just that you could throw on with some sandals and be out the door. The last couple products I have are actually tops. So I did pick out this black yoga top. I did get this in a medium. This is something that you could dress up or down. I would wear this again with like any of the pants that I showed today. So this does come, I think, in a few other colors, but they had a ton of different like tank tops on their website to choose from. Okay, and the last top that I got was another one that I had been seeing all over TikTok. So this is the Softlyzero long sleeve cropped yoga top. And this is interesting because it has like a halter, sort of like a workout yoga top, but then built in, you have this like shrug over top, and then there's this little clip on the front. It does feel very much like a yoga top, so I could definitely see people wearing this to work out. But again, you could dress this up, just throw it on with some jeans or any of the pants from Halara, and it does look really nice. So I feel like that's the theme for everything that I've tried from Halara. You can really take pretty much every piece that I picked up from day to night. So of course I will link everything that I shared down below in my description box. You can also use my code, which I will put on the screen, for 20% off full priced items. Highly recommend checking them out. But if you have any questions, leave them down below just about like sizing and stuff like that. And let's go ahead and get into more viral products that I've been influenced to try and what I think of them. Okay, next I want to talk about some hair products because I found that a lot of the products I was influenced to pick up were hair products, perfume, clothes. So I want to shout out this waver. This was all over my For You page. So this is from Trademark Beauty, and it is a mermaid hair waver, but it's a 2-barrel. So this is supposed to be for people with short hair, but I found that this works beautifully for my fine hair. Because my hair is so fine, I would always get the marks no matter what I did. And this really didn't do that to me. There was a couple areas where I felt like, oh, I held that a little bit too long, but it really gave me these nice waves without giving me those harsh like crimp marks that I could not avoid with other crimpers or wavers. It feels super heavy duty as well. And this, again, had been all over my For You page. So I really, really like this. I did have to wait a little bit to get this because I purchased it and I think they went out of stock because there's been like such a demand for this. And then I also do have a widow's peak, which makes styling my bangs a literal nightmare. So that's fun for me. But I found that I didn't struggle nearly as much with this tool. So I really like it. I think the hype is real on this one. If you like the look of these waves that are a little bit less intense, I think you would really like this. And I think this comes in black as well, but you know, I had to get the pink. Moving on to a hair product that I have a love-hate relationship with. This I saw all over TikTok when it launched, and I got it before it sold out, and this is from K18. So this is their Air Wash Dry Shampoo. What makes this special is it's non-aerosol, and a lot of times non-aerosol is a powder that kind of puffs out, but this is actually a liquid through and through. Now here's the thing, this works because it does really soak up the oil without giving you that powdery feel. So if you're somebody that hates like the powdery feel or look, you may really love this. My problem with this is that once I spray this and really work it into my scalp, I cannot brush through my hair without like ripping it out. So much so that I used this before I went to get my hair redone, and my stylist was combing through my hair and she was like, I'm actually gonna have to wash you because it is just almost like a texturizing spray, but super intense. So even if I were to apply it just at the root, I could not brush through my hair at all, like after I use this. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, yeah, it would help me if I had oily hair, but then I have to wash my hair after that. It's not something that I could use consecutively to keep my hair, you know, oil free for days on end. So I don't know if I love it. I'm a little bit just worried about how intensely tangled it makes my hair, and brushing through it is seriously impossible. And I feel like that can't be healthy, like causing breakage and stuff like that. So I don't know if I'm really sold on this product. I feel like people are really either loving it or hating it, and I'm somewhere in between. A hair product that I do love that I was influenced to pick up is this Super Milk Conditioning Hair Primer from Lush. Now I admittedly really don't shop at Lush much, but I saw this girl on TikTok talking about how this smells incredible and it makes your hair smell incredible for days. And I was like, wait, what? So when I got this, I was truly blown away at how yummy this smells. So this has almond, coconut, and oat milk to hydrate your hair. It does a really good job at giving you that hydration without weighing your hair down. I was worried about that, but the smell, really the smell of this is just so cozy. It's kind of like a custardy sort of vanilla. I don't know how to describe it. A little bit of, I want to say a little bit of spice in there. It smells divine and it lingers. Like I can use this and 3 days later smell this in my hair. So for me, it's not a hair perfume because I would only apply this when my hair is wet, but it truly makes my hair smell delicious. And I get like whiffs of my hair days later. So in terms of like giving you hydration, it does give you, you know, a little bit of that hydrated feel to your hair. But for me, this is more of like a last step when I wash my hair to really get that scent, because it just stays for days and it smells incredible. I don't know, it's kind of like a cinnamon, frothy vanilla, kind of like a latte sort of thing. I can't think of what it reminds me of, but it is truly delicious. Speaking of delicious, I have one last hair product that I really enjoy. So this is from Way, and this is the Hair and Body Mist in St. Bart's. Wow, I missed the boat on the scrub. I think they have a scrub and also a like body butter. This is like a sweet pineapple summer vacation sunscreen type of scent. And it reminds me sort of like the Floor in the sense that it really hangs on. So I would say that this is longer lasting than the Sol de Janeiro body mist or perfume mist, but this is technically a hair and body mist. This is scrumptious, you guys, like wow. It kind of reminds me of the vacation scent, but a little bit brighter, a little bit juicier, and a little bit more, I don't know, like pineapple or something in there. It is yummy, 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 yummy. I love the packaging. I love the vibe. I'm so glad that I picked this up. It's perfect just to throw it on and go. I'm gonna be reaching for this all summer long, so this was a definite yes. I'm so happy that I purchased this. Next, I want to talk about this fragrance that I'd seen all over. It was viral and it was super affordable, sounded right up my alley, so I went ahead and grabbed it, and I've been using this a lot. So this is from Amazon. It is the Choco Must fragrance. This is delicious, you guys. It is a yummy chocolatey vanilla. That's what it smells like to me. Chocolatey vanilla musk. I would say sort of like the Kayali vanilla, but with chocolate and even sweeter. This is a good mixing perfume because it is so sweet. I can just throw it on and then maybe add something that had a little bit more spice to it, and it kind of grounds it for me because I am a gourmand girly. I know they have an oil, and Cheryl picked that up and said she really liked it and it was stronger. I don't find this to be super strong, so I do have to spray quite a bit on, but I do find that it lingers on my clothes and my skin. I feel like it has a little bit of an alcohol spray right off the bat and then it settles in, but this is crazy affordable. I want to say it's like $10. It's really, really affordable. And I don't think the chocolate is too overpowering in this to where it's just kind of too much. So I really love this, especially for the price. Like if you love a gourmand scent, you will love this. Okay, next I want to talk about a teeth whitening product that I saw so many times it was actually getting annoying. I would see this and people would rave about it, and then I would see like creator earns commission, and I feel like TikTok can be a little bit iffy with that. I do find that people seem to push like these same products that are just available on that. So it makes me a little wary, but I actually was in CVS the other day and I saw this and I was like, wait a minute, they sell this in stores too? So I was like, okay, let me try this out. So this is the Guru Nanda Oil Pulling Oral Rinse, a natural teeth whitening mouthwash. It says that it also has coconut oil and mint in there, and it's supposed to give you fresher breath as well. So in terms of how you use it, you're supposed to shake it up, put it in your mouth and kind of just swish it around. That really, you know what, that's what she said. Swish between your teeth for at least 2 minutes up to 10 minutes. So I've been doing maybe like 4 minutes here and there, and I have noticed that my breath seems to be fresher throughout the day. In terms of the teeth whitening, I've only been using it for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days now, so I can't really comment on that. The only thing I will warn you is that I was not ready for the coconut oil feel or texture, I guess. I was anticipating like a typical mouthwash, and it definitely isn't. It is an oil, so the texture can be a little bit off-putting until you get used to it. The first couple times I tried it, I was kind of like, ooh, like my stomach was a little nauseous from the texture, but now that I know what to expect, I just kind of go with it, and it has a really light mint flavor, but really nothing overpowering at all. So I'm curious to see the results, but I do like how it keeps my breath just fresh throughout the day. I have absolutely noticed that. I want to look more into maybe like the coconut oil pulling because I'm really not familiar with it, but I had seen that so many times that I was like, I have to try it because it's driving me crazy how many people are like, this product changed my life. And I'm like, really? So I don't know if it's changing my life, but I do like it so far, and I'm going to continue to use it. Okay, so now I want to get into some makeup products. I have some products that I have been suckered into buying for one reason or another, and there's some that I like and some that I don't. So I want to start out with this Urban Decay Face Bond Foundation. Okay, so I had seen this all over. This, I don't know if I would say viral. They did a lot of sponsored posts, so I feel like there was a big push when this came out. This is supposed to be like self-setting. It's supposed to be great for oily skin. I saw Julia Adams do an ad for this, and her skin looked immaculate. So I was like, I need to try that. This is an interesting formula. It's not what I thought it was going to be, and I don't love this. I feel like it looks nice if you use the right base, but to me that makes it sort of like a finicky product. So this is one of those that is super dry, like dry, but almost in like a clay type of way. It's thick too, almost like gummy sort of feel. Definitely only works for me when I use an oil-based primer or moisturizer. So something like the Dalba serum or an oil SPF base is the only way that I can get this to look good without a super glowy primer. And I'm talking like heavy glow primer. This made my texture look absolutely horrible. Fell into every pore that I had. Like it was little dots all over the side of my nose. And that's never happened to me with like a liquid foundation. It just looked so heavy, cakey, and like I said, almost gummy. This didn't last super well on me either. I don't think that this is anywhere near as long lasting as my Double Wear or just some of my other favorite foundations, like even my L'Oreal Infallible. So I feel like this is one of those finicky products, and it may just work for some people and may not for others. It looked beautiful on other people, but on me, there was just something not gelling. so I don't know if I really think this is like viral worthy. Moving on to a makeup product that I think is viral worthy. This I had heard about from Manny, who I think got the recommendation from Laura, and this is the Ardell Brow Glue. It is the Instant Lamination Lift. And it is truly that. When it says brow glue, that's what it is. This is super long lasting. It leaves no flakes. It goes on like a gel. And I love the applicator too because it has short bristles on one side and then longer on the other. So you can use these short bristles to go through your brow hairs and then really push them up with the longer side. This does not flake. It does not budge. It is super long lasting. Like it literally locks your brows in. This is going to replace my Makeup by Mario, and I love his brow gel. I have gone through multiple tubes, but this I believe was like $8, whereas the Makeup by Mario is like 25. So this is truly like the brow lamination. It's clear, there's no colors, but I'm telling you, the name is true, brow glue. It glues your brows into place. So if you have unruly brows, you have to try this. The price is right and the product is incredible. I have one more brow product that has really wowed me that is new on the market, and this is from CoverGirl. So this is the Clean Fresh Nano Brow. Now again, I saw Manny use this, I think in a TikTok, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. CoverGirl has a really micro brow pencil because I know Huda Beauty has one. I know Benefit just released one. And one of the problems I've noticed with the Benefit is that it breaks off. Like no matter what type of pressure or roll up I use, it breaks off. So I watched a couple reviews after I saw Manny talk about this, and they said that this was a drier formula, so you had to press harder to get the product out, which is what I wanted to hear. My ears perked up because I don't want something that's super creamy and going to smudge all over. So I went ahead and got a deeper shade than I thought I would need, which is medium brown. This is a tiny brow pencil. And what I like about this is you do have to press hard. So you can see that I am pressing hard and doing these little brow strokes. They are tiny. And because this is a drier formula, you can really get that pressure down to give you that really small hair-like stroke. And a lot of these really micro brow pencil formulas are just breaking off every time I try to use them, or they end up too creamy and I have no control. So I actually like this. I would recommend, if you do pick this up, go a shade deeper than you think. Because it is a drier formula, you really are gonna wanna press down to get that color. This is just incredible. Like I am super excited that I found this because I was using the Huda one. And again, I wanna say like $20 per brow pencil. I will say the drugstore prices are getting a little bit out of hand, but this is a much better price. I think I just saw them actually on Amazon on sale for like $8 or $9. So I did add them to cart and then I didn't check out. So I need to do that, but highly recommend this if you struggle with finding a really tiny brow pencil that's dry enough to give you that hair like stroke type of look. I am super impressed with this, so I'm really happy that I saw Manny mention this. Okay, next I want to talk about blushes, and I have a formula that I really love and a formula that I don't love. I don't know if it's the formula I don't love or it's the formula mixed with the shade, but I saw a girl on TikTok use this blush and it just looked phenomenal on her. So this is the MAC Glow Play Blush in Totally Synced, and it's this beautiful shimmering lilac shade. Now, I don't know if I thought this was like a baked formula. I think I forgot that this was actually a cream kind of product, but this just doesn't do much for me. I don't know if this would be better for people with super fair skin. I just found this to be, I don't know, almost like chalky on my skin. It just doesn't have enough pigment for my liking, and because it is that sort of like cream bouncy formula, I feel like it doesn't play well with powder. I need a lot of it to even show up, and it just doesn't really work with powder. So I feel like even if I put it on an unset face, once I set my face with powder, it would be just gone. It just doesn't look right. It looks just kind of dusty on the skin. So I'm really sad about this because it looked beautiful on the creator that I saw demo it, but I don't know if it's just like my skin tone, or maybe maybe even just like my makeup preferences overall, but unfortunately I regret picking this up. This next blush I had to have after I saw Jordan, I think it's Jordan Lipscomb on TikTok use these. It blew me away when I saw her use this, so I had to order this. I got two different colors, Doll Face, and I also picked up Appreciate You. I think it's Appreciate You, which is a cute name. So this is from a brand that is called Jordana Tisha Cosmetics. I've never heard of this brand. I do have to say the shipping was not cheap, but these are duos. So you get a cream and then you get a powder that's supposed to be layered. These are the epitome of like baby doll colors. So I'm wearing both today. I mixed both of them. And the way that I applied these was how she applied them, which is before my concealer. So I did a little bit of cream contour and then I put them high up, all up here on my face, almost like up under my eye. And then I went in with my concealer and that kind of cleaned up everything. But I will say that the cream side really packs a punch. And then I like that it played well with powder. I set everything with my lunar powder and I had no lifting at all. So I also added a little bit of this shade as well. And this is like a really poppy coral peach. And now that I'm looking at them, the shades are very similar to the Dior, but honestly, I love that type of color on my skin tone. The powders are definitely lighter in tone. So I think it is kind of one of those things where you're supposed to really pack on the cream and then kind of set with the powder. So I really have been impressed with these. They just blend beautifully and they work with powder, which is a super huge thing for me because if something is patchy with powder, I just won't use it. Okay, and to finish off this video, I did want to talk about a couple lip products. So the first one I feel like everybody's going to have tried or seen on their TikTok feed. This is a product that I feel like every brand is doing lately, and this is the NYX Fat Oil Slick Click. So I had seen these all over, although I will say I've seen pretty much every brand. I know like e.l.f. has come out with them, ColourPop, pretty much literally every brand is trying to do the Tarte Maracuja. So I picked up two different shades. I haven't tried this one yet because there's something about this product that I cannot get past, and that is the scent. The scent and the taste. But the formula is okay. I don't have any like issues with it other than it's really not that pigmented. I don't find it to be as like hydrating or juicy as the Tarte. It's something about the scent that gets in my mouth and it tastes horrible. I don't know what it is. It's sort of like an artificial plasticky lip balm. I could not deal with it. I can be really finicky with high-end products because of that like floral scent, but something about this tasted honestly rancid to me. So because of that, I never even opened this one to try. I think there's better ones out there specifically because the actual taste of this is just something I cannot deal with. Okay, moving on to the last product that I wanted to mention today. This is something that I don't even know if this is private labeled because I feel like I've seen this version kind of all over TikTok, but I was getting bombarded with these people just raving about this. So I actually bought this through TikTok Shop. I was kind of like, girl, you said you weren't going to do that. You said you weren't going to be purchasing through there, but a couple of items have got me. So this is it says it's the BK Beauty, which that can't be right unless that's me just misspeaking, lip oil. So the packaging is super cheap, super generic, but this is supposed to be like a color changing pH lip oil. So the reason I got it is because it's supposed to leave a stain. So you apply it like a lip oil, but then it leaves a stain behind. So I'm going to swatch it on the inside of my hand. So it is black in the component. And then when you apply it, it has a really subtle pink color to it. Now, I've seen people on TikTok that were demoing this, you know, they had this really bright, like hot pink stain, which is what was drawing me in. And this definitely does leave a stain. The actual lip oil, it has like a light, I don't know, like candy scent, nothing crazy, but you can see as this sits on my hand, it's getting deeper and more intense. So I just want to let it sit for a second and then I will wipe it off to show you what's left behind. So I feel like this is a nice product if you kind of want to no fuss, you just want to throw this on in the morning while you're doing your makeup, wipe it off with a wipe and then put your lipstick on and you have a stain stain left behind. The only thing I don't like about this is if you really layer it on like a lip oil, it can get outside of your lip lines and then leave like marks, like pink on the outside of your lips. So that's not my favorite. So I'm just gonna wipe this off, and I'm gonna wipe pretty heavily. So I don't know if the lasting power is like wowing me. I mean, you can see that it still has a pink tint. So I think it's a cute little product. I wanna say I paid like 15 bucks for this with shipping. So I don't regret purchasing this, but I do think some of the people on TikTok are just really good at like sensationalizing how good products are. Okay guys, so I think that is everything that I wanted to share for products that I saw going viral that I was influenced to purchase. I wanna know what your feedback is down below. Have you tried any of these? Have you loved them? Have you not? I would love to hear your experience in the comments. Of course, I will link everything that I shared today down below, as well as my makeup. And don't forget to check out the products from Halara. You guys, they have so many things on their website. You're gonna go a little crazy. So I will have the links to all the clothes that I showed today, as well as my code to get 20% off. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want more of these. I do try to not get sucked into the hype and just buy things on a whim, but sometimes it gets me too. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, I hope you stick around and subscribe. As always, thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.